This is MJ. I'm an author, I'm an artist, I'm an analyzer. Find all my work at mjmunoz.com. Welcome to Swinging Through Comics. Visit mjmunoz.com/STC for notes and links. And don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment to help me grow. Swinging Through Comics episode 70 is entitled, I Have Reason to Be Wary. And in it, I'm going to be analyzing the Trials of Ultraman number 3. The Trials of Ultraman number 3 came out May 19th, 2021. The writers are Matthew Groom and Kyle Higgins. The penciler is Francesco Manna. The cover artist is Arthur Adams, along with some help from Rachelle Rosenberg. I'm going to jump right into the bad this issue. Manna's art is a little lacking and inconsistent for me in some areas. Here are two examples. Look at the video for this, or even better, the show notes, to see what I'm talking about. So one, the Italians Ultraman rescues are reduced to having these 3-dot faces where their eyes and nose are just 3 dots as they are shown in Ultraman's giant hand. That level of detail grates on me. And by level, I mean low level, not high level. Why not just color over their features or put them in silhouettes if you don't want to put the time and energy into properly rendering their faces? Just a bonus note, if you go back to STC 69, covering Radiant Black, issue 4, there is a similar scene where people are seen from far away, and they're tiny people, drawn small, and their faces are rendered in a much better way. So, it's just kind of interesting. Issue 2 with Manna's art here, Kiki and Kato's adopted daughter Yuriko have the same face. Their hair is even fairly similar, though Yuriko's is longer and more brown than black. At a glance, they could be confused for the same person. Look at Yuriko's face, compared with the 2 Kiki faces I put on either side of it. The features are nearly identical and not enough has been done to differentiate between them. That's bad. I don't get why this is being allowed. It would not take much to make them look quite distinct. Leaving the bad behind, let's move on to the fun. There is this great shot where Ultraman is framed within the wreckage of the Robo-Kaiju torn asunder by that circular saw beam attack that Ultras have sometimes. It looks and feels so good. The countdown to detransformation was a lot of fun. The color timer adding stakes to Ultraman was a brilliant stroke 55 years ago, and it works just as well today. Watching them, Shin and the Ultra, desperately toss that Robo-Kaiju core away where it couldn't hurt anyone was really exciting. And I even liked Shin's little joke that followed it. And I don't know, he grates on me a little bit, but I liked the joke. It was good. Well played, well executed, everything was wonderful. So moving on to the good stuff. Shin and Ultraman are so focused on saving people's lives that they let a kaiju get away. It's in Italy, in Milan. Oh, yeah, it's the one they were fighting. Anyway, so I love their dedication to protecting people's lives. It raises the stakes and consequences, sets up tension with Shin and at the USP, and seeds danger for them down the line. What if that kaiju comes back at a bad time and they get hurt or fail to save lots of people because of this choice right here to save these people? That is some great writing, potentially, if they capitalize on it. Moving on to the next thing, Dan Moriboshi and Kato's kids, and Fuji questioning the USP and having a healthy skepticism towards it is very nice. I'd like to see a little bit more of that from Shin. My question for this issue is, what's Shin's dad's problem? I don't get it. Would he be dubious about his son being a firefighter or other dangerous profession that works to save people? What do you think his problem is? Is there something in his past to make things all extra comic booky and soap opera like, or is it just a generational divide type thing? I can't quite tell. I can't tell if there's actually something there or if it's just like, some weird thing like between Nathan and his dad and mom a little bit, like, oh, older people don't understand younger people, like, whatever man. Anyway, is this a recommend? Yes, this was a good issue. I enjoyed it. There are interesting things being set up. And it basically stood on its own, which is great, except that it picked up from a cliffhanger moment, and I can excuse that. But it told a story. It set up cool stuff for future issues. At least one more issue, but we'll see beyond that. All that being said, much like Dan, I have reason to be wary. The conspiracy theory angle presented in this comic and the people joining together to support the kaiju skeptic that worked for Kato feels like it is going to be, or like it's going to go in a bad direction. It feels very January 21 backlash against those who dare question authority, even though the Rise of Ultraman adequately showed just why one should question authority. Also, we know, the readers of the comic, that some malevolent force is secretly working the USP from the top. Remember Wheelchair Lady? I didn't look up her name, sorry. She murdered a dude in cold blood in that Ultra Q story. She is the authority atop the USP, and she isn't to be trusted. Despite the fact that Shin took heat from Brass over saving people instead of killing the kaiju in this issue, it seems like he will be deployed to stop these dangerous radicals who want to prove that the governments of the world may not have the best interest of the masses in mind. This is some slippery terrain, and I hope the series doesn't fall on its face. So, we will see what happens. With that, I'm going to encourage you to check out the other Ultraman stuff I've been reviewing. I've got an SSSS.gridman analysis archived on my site and on the channels. I've got a Netflix Ultraman anime analysis going as well. I have currently running Ultraman Z and SSSS.Danazanon analysis going as well. You can find all those things in the show notes for this episode of Swing Through Comics, where I'm talking about Ultraman, Trials of Ultraman, episode 3, issue 3, whatever. Looking forward to the next one. I hope it's not cringy. The cover where all those humans are surrounding Ultraman, who's in tiny size, it feels pretty cringy to me, but we'll see what happens. So with that, I'm going to encourage you to go check out all the stuff at mgmoons.com. Got lots of analyses going on over there, and I also have Avon the Glowbug, which is a Ultraman-inspired children's bedtime story about a little girl overcoming her fear of the darkness and saving her parents with hope and light and courage. So, pretty good stuff, I think. And I'm looking for a tokusatsu fan artist, or any artist really, but more specifically a tokusatsu fan would be really awesome to do the work on that for me. If not, I'm going to be finding somebody pretty soon on my own if nobody reaches out to me. So anyway, with that, I'm going to ask you to remember, or I'm going to encourage you to be the hero that you needed in your most desperate hour. I'm going to leave you with peace and blessings. This is MJ signing out.